Alright, this is the last installment of the week. Solving polynomial equations. We call them
the Big Uglies.
the Big Uglies.
We're going to be working on these all week, just different problems. So Mr. McVeigh's here to help us out too.
Yeah,
so.
what's up, McVeigh?
Yeah, ugly for an ugly.
Alright, so here we go. On the left we got an equation, x cubed plus x squared minus x plus 2 equals 0. We got a degree of 2, or a degree of 3, that's our largest exponent. So how many solutions should we have?
3 solutions.
McVeigh bailed because he doesn't know how to do this
he's
stuff.
a slacker.
So, alright, so step 1 says, on the right we got a little flow chart for solving these things. If the degree is larger than 2, you're going to graph it, okay? If it is just 2, you can skip straight to step 6, which we've been doing all this week here. So.
Okay, so you're going to put this equation in, the x cubed plus x squared minus x plus 2, and also don't forget 0 because we'll find the intersection.
When you point at the screen, they can't see you, so just to let you know. So.
Okay. Yeah, you can't see me pointing at the screen. I'm pointing at the screen right now.
There's the equations. Then we hit graph, alright, after we do that.
And it looks like this.
That's what they show up, okay? So, this should have 3 solutions, like we said, degree is 3. Alright, so let's see what the next step here is. You're going to go and find any whole number intersection points. And these intersection points are your zeros, your roots, your solutions, whatever you want to call them, alright? So you go and hit second trace, go down to intersect, get that little spider near that, hit enter, 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 and boom, there it is, okay? Now we're going to use synthetic division. This is a new thing.
This is new.
So, synthetic division, that negative 2 is going to go inside this little box here, alright?
Negative 2.
Now the 1, the negative 1, and the 2, that all comes from our equation up top. It's our coefficients.
1, negative 1, 2. Bring them straight down and make sure to verify that you have 3, 2, 1 for your exponents and 0.
Alright, so now first step is that first 1 over there that's in front of the x cubed, that gets brought straight down.
Straight down.
Okay?
And we're just going to show you the answer here. We'll do a separate screener and slide that shows you the steps for synthetic, and we'll take questions in class as well. Okay. This 1 here represents 1 less of a degree than the original problem. Think about when you divide, you subtract exponents. Since we divided, we would take 3 minus 1, gives us our x squared, 1x squared, minus 1x plus 1, no remainder.
Remainder is 0, nothing left over, so. Alright, so then we got to keep going with this synthetic division until we have just an x squared there out in front, your quadratic, and that's what we got. So we're set.
Good on the synthetic. Sometimes you got to do it more than once. Be prepared.
If it was an exponent of 4, how many times do you have to do synthetic?
More than once.
Yeah, probably twice.
Probably twice.
Yeah, so now we got our quadratic. Now, this is last week. This is what we did every day. We can factor if it factors. We use the quadratic formula every time. You could complete the square. Alright, so now we're going to take this and we're going to substitute these things because this one sadly does not factor. And we had a little hint from our graph. Because if it factored, we would have had 3 whole number solutions. And we wouldn't have to do really any of this stuff. So we are going to actually plug this in, plug it into the quadratic formula.
Okay. And you get these 2 solutions. We'll deal with the negatives later on in the
Unit
next
4?
Unit
Yeah, I think Unit
4.
Yeah. So
we already had the negative 2 solution, and then here's the other 2 imaginary solutions. A total of 3 solutions.
Right. Yep, so we'll get that synthetic division up and
bring questions to class.
Yep, there you go.